I have been waiting for you, Obi-Wan Kenobi. We meet again at last. When I left you, I was but the learner, and now I am the master.
Only master of evil, Darth. You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Your powers are weak, old man.
No!
Our heroes escape in the Millennium Falcon and race across the galaxy to the rebel base on Yavin. Dateline 0 BBY.
Nice touch. Man. Welcome back to Super Star Wars, everybody. We are in the last two missions.
An analysis of the secret plans. You have successfully protected
Reveal a weakness at the battle station's defense. A precise hit with our proton torpedoes into a small exhaust port at the end of the trench will start a chain reaction and destroy the Death Star. Collect, and may the Force be with you!
That was too fast.
Yes, no, that's why I stepped in, because I can't stop it.
I know, you can't.
So, and again, this is actually a really good epic moment in the animations, just having the ships go off. One of the things I actually will say that the special editions did well was the prep flight. That was pretty cool. Alright, so now we are doing the Death Star run, but we have to kill so many TIEs and so many towers. And this actually took a couple of attempts when we played through it. No, did this take a couple of attempts?
I thought it was I thought it was close to the end where you're going through the trench.
The trench is hard in its own right, but I could have sworn this took up maybe a couple of attempts.
I'm pretty sure it did.
I swear it only took maybe once or twice at the most.
Yeah, this is not hard, except if you do it wrong. Like, if you run into a tower, instant death, obviously, as you're going to see. So you could technically waste lives here. And the downside is that if you get to the trench and you game over out on it, you would actually have to go back to this level. You have to do the Death Star run complete. And also, people will appreciate that it's not Luke, it's Red 5. It's too bad that we can't see Porkins flying in the background.
I can't shake him!
I can't do it, I'm too fat! Stay on target. I can't do it, I'm too fat! Stay on target. I can't, I'm too close, I need to lose some weight! I don't know why that makes you laugh every time.
It's so funny.
I've done it so many times, and yet it wasn't even my joke. I actually got it from a podcast.
Right.
Oh, I thought maybe... I was like, what did he used to say in the movie?
No, it was from a podcast, Extra Life Radio, back in the day.
Adam, stop
the host
dying.
of that actually did the joke, and I've borrowed it ever since. So, sorry, Scott Johnson. Hopefully you don't hate me. I'll link it. I'll link his stuff in the description, so you guys can look
you
him up.
tried to find the original and you couldn't.
Stay on target. I can't do it. No, actually, you can't, because I think Extra Life Radio debuted in like 2004, and the archive is gone.
Yeah, that's a shame.
As of right now.
That's a shame.
I've heard that he's going to bring it back in like a CD kind of format, but he hasn't done it yet. So, but it's one of those things where I really wish I could get it on audio that he did it, so we could pay proper homage. Until then, stay on target. I can't do it, I'm too close. Stay on target. I can't do it, I'm too fat. I need to get on Jenny Craig. All right, we have 1 tie left and 4 towers. Now we have 0 ties, even though the ties are still flying at us. Inaccuracies abound, but it's okay.
They're like, I don't care.
Well, I just wanted to get off this stage. That's because at this point, I actually had a couple of more attempts, and now I'm on the... This is by far the hardest level of the entire game. And if people notice, I had to use an emulator to do this, and I have no shame about it.
No shame.
Because here's what you actually have to do. You have to... it's not that you're shooting at the ties. You have to shoot at the missiles that they're shooting at you to make sure that they don't hit. Except when eventually we'll have Vader's tie come up, and you have to shoot him. Which means you're going to take a ton of damage.
By the way, another inaccuracy, Rebel lasers are supposed to be red, and Imperial lasers are supposed to be green.
Yeah.
It's like the game designers didn't do the research or something.
Or either that, or they got lazy at this point. We're making our way through the trench. And the goal here is to take as little damage here as possible, because you're going to be taking a lot of damage when Vader's tie comes out, because he blocks up the entire screen.
Can you imagine just running down that trench on foot?
And here's the thing, it's going to like how long this trench runs, you're seeing the numbers right there, like everybody saw in the targeting computer. So this is how long the thing lasts, and I think at about 3,000 is when Vader's tie comes out. Oh man, and I'll tell you guys, this is taxing on the eyes. This is like a headache afterwards.
The mode 7.
In fact, I think when we were trying to record this, I was beginning to get cranky because I was starting to have a headache from trying to keep track of all of it.
And dying a lot.
And dying a lot, yeah.
And hopefully
And here's Vader's tie.
And hopefully no seizures.
Oh, yeah. All right, we took care of him. Now we have to be accurate. 800?
Let go, Luke.
Sorry, guys, no Han. And there we go. We actually have to fire the torpedoes ourselves.
You're all kid clear. Now let's blow this place and go home.
Dun, 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 dun.
Luke, you're switched off your tracking device. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I'm all right. And a huge Technicolor explosion.
And where's the ring of blast?
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Well, the ring was the special edition.
Yeah, no, I loved that ring. That was cool.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
You're a Star Wars fan. You're not supposed to like the special editions.
Why not?
Because they change everything.
Because they changed everything.
But it made it look cooler.
They put walkie-talkies in the gun in place of the guns.
Okay, that's E.T., Adam.
I know, but that's like the joke that gets made. And of course, we had to recreate the scene in Super Star Wars because we've just had this prominent victory. And technically, we can't even say 0 BBY anymore because the Battle of Yavin has taken place.
So now it's 1 ABY.
Yeah.
The way they look is like...
Congratulations! You have destroyed the Death Star and won a victory against the evil Galactic Empire. The Imperial forces have retreated, and you have brought about freedom to this part of the galaxy. But be careful, for the Empire might strike back. And remember, the Force will always be with you. Always.
So that is Super Star Wars, everybody. Final thoughts on this, Alex. What do you think of Super Star Wars?
It's punishingly hard, but it's a nice presentation at least.
It's enjoyable at the very least. And here's the thing. I'm actually going to point this out to you. So they actually said that the Empire might strike back. They had a very stiff contract. They basically had to pump these games out, I think, yearly. And they took a while to do. I think there were a couple of delays in the process, but literally Empire came out a year later after this. And it's considered one of the hardest games of the SNES library. So, Andrea, your final thoughts on Super Star Wars?
It was really interesting. Especially with a whole different way of playing it.
Yeah. I don't care about the inaccuracies as long as it's a good game.
Yeah.
in a movie adaptation, then I don't care. And
Back then they didn't always go very accurately towards the movies, but later on
no,
nowadays,
and some of them were good and some of them weren't. You know, just the way it goes. Now we just have the stigma that movie adaptations suck. But back in the day, you actually had kind of hit and miss kind of deals. I still remember NES Batman being like one of the best movie adaptations ever. My final thoughts are, obviously, I feel bad that I was not able to do this on normal difficulty, but I hope you guys can forgive me. At least we gave you a story playthrough of Super Star Wars. And, of course, also, we are very excited for The Force Awakens. We hope you guys are, too. And we still have Lego Star Wars going on right now, so you guys have much more Star Wars to look forward to the rest of the year. But till then, we are Drak and Shadow, and this has been our Let's Play of Super Star Wars.
Dare you try?
No, we already did try. We already did, Vader. Stop making fun of me.